Do you know that we have undergraduate student government here at the University of Akron?
Yes, I do know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess not.
I know there's like one in the residence halls.
No, I did not.
Do you know what they do?
Not too much.
No.
I have no clue.
No.
I don't think so.
What does the student government do here on campus? So basically we act as a liaison and represent all students around campus. The ideas moving forward, the current ideas, what's basically the temperature, the atmosphere going on around, and then through our different branches, our legislative, executive, and judicial branch, we either try to enact policy, hold events, or help with parking appeals for all students around campus. So I think it's really important that students know that they're able to speak out and have their voices heard. And the proper representation for that voice is through our organization. It's the responsibility of not only our executive branch like myself, but also senators that represent our legislative branch to go out and meet the administrative members for their colleges. What impact does the recent changes on campus have to student government? Great question. So back when we as a university decided to go into the direction of becoming Ohio's Polytechnic University, it kind of was a surprise to all of us, students and honestly student leaders. And then the transition that occurred over the summer with positions being let go here in the student union, unfortunately our organization did take a hit. Our secretary and then our faculty advisor at the time were both positions that were actually let go. And so there was a time in our organization right before school started where we really didn't have any leadership when it came to advising from a faculty standpoint and then a logistical standpoint of getting all the proper paperwork and communications for everything moving forward because our secretary was let go. What impact does student government have on the recent changes of this university? Honestly, it's interesting because as much, transparency and communication that our organization shares with upper level administration, going to the president's staff meetings, hearing, the budget decisions, it doesn't necessarily translate into if I speak out or say something in those meetings that it's necessarily taken into effect or looked at. Because frankly, and this is kind of what the last question said as well, we really didn't have any say or any notice that these decisions were being made from the beginning. And I'm not in any way saying that the decisions are negative or positive. It's more of a wait and see attitude. I don't really know if I would say that students have a say, but it's not considered. I think that Scarborough is using the ideology that if we don't change the way we are looked at as a university, we won't survive in the changing climate that is college education today. And it's difficult because I'm caught in the middle as a representative and as a student on what I'm feeling towards these issues. I just think it's important that the communication needs to be improved and the transparency needs to be improved because it's so vitally important because students are the foundation of education. And if the students want something, I think it's really important for them to be listened to. So as the student president, I think it's a bit of a dual perspective at this point. I think I understand both sides so much because, again, I understand the upper level administration of why we need to do this, why we need to change like this in order to survive in the changing climate that is college education today with, 2-year community college, first years being free, we have to compete with that, the decreased support in state legislative funding for public schools like Akron. From the student perspective, I want us to succeed as a university. I really do, because I love it here. I wouldn't be president if I didn't think that. I wouldn't want to make the difference here on campus through the events, through our social media, through hearing students speak to us. But I also really want to make sure that we're trend setting, we're staying in front. We stay afloat as a university. So I think that the direction can be considered a good thing. But then, again, the communication has just not been there. We're doing a Big Idea Day, which is going to be Wednesday, October 24th, I believe. And what that is we're going to hold a space in the student union all day. And students are going to be able to come up to us, talk about issues that they feel strongly about, and then write them down and put it in this giant box we have. And this is a yearly tradition that USG does every single year. And then also from a volunteering aspect, again, another yearly tradition we do is Make a Difference Day. we help the student union pass out T-shirts and food for everybody that's volunteering on Make a Difference Day, which is in late October as well. So we're really excited about that. I know I had a blast last year and the year before, so I'm really looking forward to that as well.